Howdys and salutations, y'all. Ooh, we're gonna have to turn the sound down just a hair, aren't we? How are y'all doing on this fine afternoon, evening, morning, whenever the heck it is? Time is relative and all that nonsense. Hopefully good. Hopefully it's good. I'm actually doing pretty well, considering that I stayed up extraordinarily late finishing a 7th art fight attack after stream ended yesterday. And actually, it might be best to take a quick look at any art fight stuff first, assuming that I can. Aha! Hopefully that's not coming up on the mic. Okay, good. Thank you, audio filters. Someone's drilling a hole in the wall, like, really close to me. It'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, art fight is officially over as of, well, 1 o'clock my time today. And honestly, it's been a pretty successful year. We got an adorable defense. We actually got 2 defenses. The other one doesn't show up in here because it was a multi-attack. Got 1 character sheet updated and 2 more new ones on here. And we managed stinking 7 attacks, which destroys last year's record of 2. So yeah, admittedly the latest one, not great, except for the bird, which actually turned out stinking awesome, if I say so myself. This is for Mimikaru, who is one that we actually did a different attack of one of their characters last year. And so I wanted to sneak one in this year as just kind of a follow-up. Really scratchy, though, rough around the edges. Kind of the point. Honestly, if the bird alone was the character, this drawing would be 10 out of 10, in my opinion. But I did not do so good on the character. I'll have to do a refined one sometime. There's always next year. Or maybe before then, we'll see. It's interesting the wild differences in style that I end up doing across this, because I'm, like, different tiredness, different amount of warmed up, different, like, comfort with the characters, and then I'm always testing new things, like... And I try to learn from the art fight attacks I do, too. Like, this one was interesting. We did, like, a super loose background. Just messing around with it. That's probably the best signature I've done in a while. I had to just copy that. And an absurd amount of detail on a cornflake for some reason. We had Pandora from, that was Galactic Tragedy's character. That one was a lot of fun. Getting back in the swing of drawing people a little bit. Went through a lot of iterations on it, though. I'm trying to tweak proportions and stuff, so we tried to pay more attention on the next one of posing and everything. This one was fun. I'm really happy with how the legs turned out, actually. I think those look cool. If I was doing it again, I might like try to tweak the torso a little bit, but, you know, fun. Really happy with the legs, though. Those turned out cool. Like, the joints, I love this character type's joints with the antlings. Well, the antlings are the little ones, but Muffant's characters. They're fun. I want to work on faces, though, but that's not just for Muffant, that's for all of them. Fortunately, we've got one where I'm actually fairly happy with the face. This, honestly, was probably the one I'm the most happy with from this year of the art fight attacks. This is Kirbertomo's character, Izetta. We took the time to do proportions, and along with the posing, so we actually, you know, thought it through, refreshed some old techniques. We got far enough in that we could actually do the fun shading, which I'm quite enjoying. Over-the-top shading is something that I'm learning that because I like bold colors, and if I can't do it in the main colors because it turns into an eyesore, then I can at least do it in the shadows. This was also one where we learned a bit from the reference model, because I really liked the way that they did the shadow lines. I heard someone else call them whisper lines in one of the comments, to add a little more character to the fabric. Whoops. And so I tried to work some of that into this design and get a little more to the fabric folds, like with these little scraggly ones that are just kind of looser and more freeform. And I'm always looking for ways to make my art looser and more freeform, because I am, by default, like... Look, I was a STEM kid in school. I like precision and planning and, like, architecting everything together just so. And so, like, forcing myself to loosen up usually results in art actually being more enjoyable, because I'm not worried about it being right or wrong as much. It's just fun. And I think it really worked on the hair. I like how that turned out. And I like this character. This is just a fun little character. And it had one of the coolest reference images. I've never seen one where they had, like, a little model of them. Like, look at this. A little figurine with a sewn tail and everything. That's so cute. Next one, this was Marion. This one, it started out feeling so strong with the posing and everything. I feel like it's because I ran out of time to do proper shading and to really properly, like, clean up the face. I don't know. I feel like I've got, like, 2... not styles, but results on my art. And there's one that ends up with, like, I don't know how to put it. It's not that it's overly round or overly loose, because those are usually like decent things, but either it's a line weight thing or just, I'm not sure. But something about this one wasn't quite the standard I'd like it to be. I'm still happy with the premise. I really like the premise. I love the sinking character design. The idea of a cowboy chef is super fun, and the way they merged the hat was cute. And I go back and forth on these like shadow backgrounds because they're easy to block in and they're really relaxing to do, but they never quite get the effect I'm going for. So I need to keep refining those. Still, overall, this one was fun, and I certainly hope that Dex's lab liked it. Like, I'm not saying that, oh, I hated this, but I submitted it to him anyway. No, I'm happy with all of these. I'm just trying to sort of do an analysis and recap and what I want to emphasize more. Because, like, I guess maybe it is the shading, because Izetta, we had way more time for shading and stuff, and it definitely looks, not on the face profile, but everything else you can see looks more refined and more complete. Maybe I'm just playing too fast and loose with the shoulders, and he's got like a hunchback or something. Like, not just the pose, but maybe the back shouldn't be going up that high. I don't know. I need to go back and, as always, practice from references. I was quite happy with this one, too. It, I don't know, we tried something faster, looser, and scratchier, and that gave us time to really lean into the fun moss, which I think is kind of a fun thing to do. May have leaned into it too much a little bit, but it was a lot of fun, and it really had some color. And then this one, which was again super quick, but it was also following a similar style where I did like a really loose scratchy in, and other than like, hair and face can always be refined more and some of the detailing there, but actually like doing the loose filling in resulted in better face shape a lot faster than some of the other ones I've done. And I'm pretty happy with the clothing and everything. So I don't know. Like, they were kind of all over the place. This was the other one by Mimkaru, past year known as, I forget, they had a different name last time. But this one was fun. This was early on. This was probably, if we were starting, well, literally a year ago, because this was last year's art fight. But this was probably the top of the top. If I put all my energy into a project, this is what I could pull off. And it's got some technical problems, but it also does look like at least a finished piece. The shading in the hair is kind of wonky, but it's there, and like large sections are right. The eye bridge, I don't know why the bridge of the nose is covering the eye here. And we were still kind of on the simple cartoony shape, which I may bring back for like a chibi-ish style of stuff, but it's not really my main style anymore. The ears turned out cool. I liked how those turned out. It's funny how, because of the way I was basing the collar on the necks, these designs always end up looking like they're like falling over a little bit because the shoulders were always leaning. Like, I remember Old Salt kind of had that issue too. And then this was one that I did that was really just experimenting with stuff with like the flow of the cloak and trying to do action poses and stuff. Yeah, results may vary, but it was interesting. So yeah, overall it's been a fun time. But like, I still think, holy cow, we've improved. Yeah, here's the Old Salt, not leaning as much and actually with a weirdly similar cloak. I guess this is my default like cloak look. Because I'm looking like the four bumps with a single like dot in it, like to hold it together, is exactly the same thing that I did here. This one looks a little better. We've got like actual shading and a few other things, but it is the same. I hadn't noticed that. But yeah, no, we got some cute stuff. Oh, and PETA I did off stream. It's not nearly as refined of a reference sheet as the other two. Like, we've got Salt over here with all the colors and all the shading and like going all in on the detail. Same with Ollie. And we got some of the chainmail stuff going on. I'm really happy with how that one turned out. And then PETA's got like sharp, simple face, no shading and all that, but still a fun character. And I had to figure out a lot of stinking stuff to draw a harpy, so different challenges. And then, of course, all of our attacks are on Salt, because Salt's adorable. Last year we got this one from Mimkaru, which is just so cute. And I love the texture they did. Like, I love this one. Made my year last year. And the Galactic Tragedies, too, very much in character to be sprinting through a flaming building. Potentially flaming of her own doing. Probably not on purpose, but things happen when you're experimenting. This one's cute. And then, I don't know if I showed this one on stream. Maybe I did. We got part of a double attack from Care Bear Tomo with this just like Kiki's Delivery Service vibe. I know it's delivering the wheat, which is more like what Salt would actually be doing anyway, but oh, I love this one. They got all the details. I love how they did the hat. It's so cute. And I like the other character's apparently named Pepper, so it really just like it goes hand in hand, doesn't it, with the bakery and everything. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun. And now I know because our anniversary was right in the middle of Art Fight, and traveling was in the middle of Art Fight, because stinking July, I guess. Busy times. But I know we said we'd announce some more stuff for August instead of then, which we will be doing. We're going to do more cooperative stuff, more collaborative stuff, got more activities. And then September, of course, we've got Swordtember, which we're going to be leaning into pretty heavily, I'm hoping. Although, I should mention, I know that one's heavily based on Twitter, and I can't. I'm bailing on Twitter. I can't do it anymore. I'll be honest, I'm one of those people who hates using social media. Like, there's fun stuff out there, but I'm trying to remember the last time that I went on a social media site and I left in a better mood than I started. And it's never happened. Ever. So, like, it's just, I hate interacting with them. They're stressful, they eat time like nobody's business, and they eat energy and motivation even worse. Like, maybe if you can filter down to, like, the right community and, like, you're hanging out with people on there, but I don't know, it feels like window shopping misery the whole time. And that's not even that's bad. I could be watching entertaining things, but they're so, like, empty and frivolous most of the time. And that's not to say that the things are bad, but, like, the amount of interaction I get with it isn't satisfying. It's just like, oh, neat, oh, neat, oh, neat. Like, even if those things are super cool, I'm just not able to engage with it. And now that Twitter's business practices are just going down the stinking toilet, regardless of your politics, if you have any like sense of business, you should be aware that these are not good changes that are being made. Like economically, they're really, really poor. So I'm curious where they're going to go, but I don't want to be a part of X. So I'll be leaving that. I'm moving mostly to Tumblr at the moment. But as always, we've got Sifstreams.com, the main website, which will always take you to Sifmir.com. I think Sifstreams.com actually redirects here too. It'll always take you to the latest, so we'll get this updated. We're already on the Tumblr instead, which I need to figure out how to better interact with Tumblr's format. That's something I'm working on. But we'll get some other stuff on here. We've got a Mastodon too. I don't know if it's auto-updating or not right now. I still don't interact with it all that much, except for the Discord and the Pinterest, which I'm on pretty darn often. And of course, Artfight right now, which we got a button for. But yeah, you know, wherever we end up, you'll be able to find it from here. This is your one-stop shop. So, yeah, we'll probably do Swordtember. We're going to have it based on Tumblr. I know it's actually build an audience, but it feels dirty being on Twitter. Just like Facebook is not a good site. So, like, you know, I'm steering. I'm not saying something great, it's got its own business problems. But, like, at least they're reasonable business things that, like, insanity. Up to the same thing. So, yeah, I'm just, you know. We'll be moving over to Tumblr for now, and we'll see where the tides take us from there. I've heard people talking about Blue Sky, although that's made by the same people who made Twitter, and it seems like a Mastodon knockoff made by Crypto Bros, but it might not be. Like, you know, just because someone likes crypto doesn't mean that they only make bad things. Like, there's a million different things that could work out from it. So I'm trying to just sort of wait and see how the whole social media sphere resituates itself as this Twitter stuff is going on. So, yeah, interesting times. But just keep an eye. This is why I've got my own website, so I don't have to deal with any of that. So check out sifstreams.com. We'll be over there pretty much always, at least as long as I can keep it running, which hopefully will be a while. And yeah, catch us for the next stuff. If you want to catch the like community events though, where we're actually doing like interactive things, we're talking Gartic Phone, we're talking a cool like collaborative drawing thing that we can do art challenges on. We've got a few options. Definitely jump in the Discord because that's where we'll announce those first, and that's where we'll send the reminders and everything. So like if you want to keep up with that stuff, Discord is the place to be. That's sort of how I think about it. Like Twitter and Tumblr and all those other ones are reaching outwards to people, but if once someone is like in the community and actually wants to get notified with stuff, and I'm not just driving them crazy, like Discord's the place where you can actually hang out and reconnect with people. It's kind of a nice hub for that. In the same way that like Slack is for business and GroupMe is for a lot of events, Discord it's good for a self-contained community rather than trying to reach out and build new community. It's a fascinating place. Anyway, social media sphere is something that I'm by no means an expert on, and I will not keep boring you with it further because we're a little ways into this already. And I want to make sure that we get to the actual wind down because we've been doing a lot of art lately. Not as many as some people. I ran across someone last night who was uploading like 130 drawings that they had finished for Art Fight. And they were all like clean, professional looking drawings. And I was just like, what? That's like averaging almost 4 a day. I wish I had that kind of speed. My speed's better than it used to be, don't get me wrong, but cheapers. So, yeah, blown away by that. But we still did a lot. We pushed our limits on it, which is what Art Fight is for. One of the many things Art Fight's good for. And we'll have to wait like 15 days before we get the results because they got to tally up votes and rescore things. If you've done this before, you know how it goes. People are still uploading characters, though. Constantly. Design coming soon. That's interesting. Yeah, it's I'd say check the Discord, but it's sort of doing its own thing at this point. Like it's still people winding down from it really and posting late characters and chatting about things, which is all good and fun. And it's got over 200,000 people in it, so it's a little busy. But yeah, Art Fight, a blast. Definitely check it out if you missed it. However, we are done with it for now. Instead, we're jumping back into Stardew Valley, because, you know, it's been a long time since we've had a chill stream like this. And it's been a long time since I played a Stardew Valley stream where I wasn't just dead tired. Usually it's my go-to when I don't have the energy for art. But today, I've actually got energy. I think it's that sort of you're just the right amount of tired to be hyper kind of energy. But that's a fun energy. Until you have to go to work and, like, suddenly you can't, like, bounce off the fun energy off of things because the things you're bouncing it off of are spreadsheets. And as much as I enjoy a good spreadsheet, they're not great conversationalists. So instead, we're going to jump in here and have some fun. Jeepers, this is an old Sifamir. Okay, let's see if the stream is still going to show it. Please still actually be capturing properly. I mean, that is what it... Oh, good. Yeah, you can see the tiny scroll in the bottom left. Just taking a minute to load. Oh, copper watering can. Dang, past us set some good stuff up. And it's the first day of summer, too, so a lot of new things happening. Including some new music. Although, admittedly, this all is probably familiar music after... Oh, yeah. Gotta clear out all the things that didn't make it. Sorry, strawberry plants. You were 1 day off. Alas. But yeah. You've probably heard this music a little more now that we use it for our streaming background music, too. I gotta say, I've been enjoying the Passepartout and the Stardew a lot as stream background music. They've been quite nice. And a very nice change of pace from, I don't know. It feels like so many of the ones we've been doing before were... Whoa. I'm trying to remember my organization. It's been too long. Okay, so that's like seeds and soil stuff. That's fishing? Why is that one way up here? This is random collectible junk. I'll put this there for now. And this is, yeah, mining and such. Oh, I already moved all my spring stuff. Oh, good. Okay. Cool. So we've already got a summer box ready to go. Wonderful. Well, we're going to have to go get the watering can and then maybe get some seeds. And it might be a good time to pop some, like, speed grow and other junk on the ground. See what's going on summer day one. I'll be honest. I don't know, like, optimized routing past spring, and even my spring was hardly optimized. So y'all are going to have to bear with me while we just, work our way through this. Okay. Oh, Jazz has a birthday soon. Luau's a little ways off. I don't think requires crazy prep. Dance of the Moonlight Jellies is fun. Oh, right. It's still stupid early because we didn't have to do crops first. Give me garbage. Yes, I'll take sweet peas. That's not garbage. That's food. I could cook that into a dish and give it to someone, which I shouldn't do. Future home of the terrible job board. I mean, it's good. I just don't have the time. You're open by 8, right? Okay, then I'm looting your garbage, too. There's only like 4 garbage cans that ever actually have stuff, right? And I don't think it's either of these. Oh, never mind. Library open early. Ah! Hey, buddy. Yeah, we got some books. Books are nice. Yeah, fishing definitely gets better with time. And by when you buy a better fishing rod that can actually use bait, because bait's what really does it. Okay, yep, foraging, all good. I know there's some books up there, but really I'm just burning time, hanging out in the library this morning. What kind of nonsense we got here? Not very interesting. How dare. Maybe the rust pattern is, you know, random and interesting enough that you could use it as the continents for a D&D campaign map. I've got to stop starting D&D campaigns with maps that are like full world maps based on like bubble patterns in a sink and rust on spoons and orange peels and stuff. I don't need that much map space. I never need that much map space. Oh, we already got an upgraded backpack too. Hello. Hey, buddy. Doo-doo. Hey, Galactic! Yes, it was a good art fight this year. We still have to wait 15 days for the results, so we'll see. We can't fully GG it just yet. Yeah, I mean, look, at no point was it looking good for vampires, but I figured I'd stick with it. I'm not buying ore. That's a waste of money. What's something else I could upgrade right now? I should not waste my money on this. I need to buy plants so I can eat. But yeah, same to you. Good luck with everything. I know stinking everyone does like these giant mass attacks right in the last 48 hours, so the score is always like absurd. So, you know, it's not set in stone. I think werewolves probably have it, but last year I was on Bloom and we were losing until the final score was revealed. And then we weren't losing anymore. So, you never know. But yeah, you know, it'll be the point isn't the winning or losing. It's fun regardless. Okay, 12 days, 11 days, and continues after the first harvest. Okay, that's the kind of thing I want. 13 days and first harvest, 5 days. Yeah, same. Yeah, you were busy. You got the full 31 done, right? Like, that's amazing. Ah, the trellis plants, that's right. I don't think I want hops. I want corn, probably. Maybe. Okay. But yeah, no, definitely taking a break, letting the wrists rest a little bit, doing some other things so that you don't burn out. Because I'm, you know, I got 1 month and then I'm jumping into Sword Timber, and that's going to be more grueling than Art Fight. I think blueberries are actually really good. Let's get a bunch of those. Oh, and they're fairly cheap too. Relatively. Okay. And then... Oh, right, crud. I need to try to get the quality stuff, so I need to get at least a few of each of these. Yeah, three on 1 day is rough. I only did 2 on the last day, and I ended up just doing headshots for them so that I could get them done in time. But it's still fun regardless. Okay. Oops, one more. Oh, the corn's so expensive. Okay, and yeah, we'll get some hops. That might be useful. Oh, I know. I already ruined that because last year I mostly did headshots, and so it's like, yeah, I'm not ruining my, I'm not breaking a streak. Oh, I need to figure out how the trees work. I'll deal with that later. For now, it's planting time. But yeah, no. I figured I could do a really, really haphazard full body, or I could try to do a halfway decent, like, headshot and bust one, And I figured that people would probably rather get the second one. Ooh, worms. Bookworms. Woo! Oh, yeah, minus one half body. Yeah, I mean, you really had a streak going this year. Like, I definitely understand why you wanted to keep that going. Right, summer is like a super crop intensive season. So we'll want to think through our layout a little bit because it always gets crazy. Okay. Oh, no, it's... No, pickaxe, that's right. Grab the torch. Let's put this back. I'd probably need to build a scarecrow at some point, too. Nah. Alright, let's see. Oh, I have a scarecrow. Oh, wonderful. But yeah, no, as much as it's exhausting, I am gonna miss doing art fight again. It's just, already, like, it's fun to have, like, something you know you're gonna do, and you're just, like, going nuts on the art. Oh yeah, for sure. Streaming definitely makes it easier. I mean, hey, nice. The reason I started streaming was to keep myself, like, on a habit of practicing art. It just makes it so much better. You got people to talk to. On days when you're tired, you're still like, I've committed that I'm going to be online, so I may as well do it. Okay, let's see. Oh, do I need... No, I can put the fertilizer on afterwards, I think? I should double check that. Ah, rats. It's been so... I've been doing so much art fight, I haven't actually played this in forever. I'm feeling very rusty. Oh, good, I can. Okay. The melons take forever to grow, so I want to make sure I'm getting them fertilizer, so we might get some golden ones. But yeah, streaming them was a lifesaver with that, but also, like, art fights been great for my stream, too. It's fun having a community of people kind of working on the same-ish thing. You've already got something to talk about, and a lot of people are just running around checking out art fight stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do this month. I think radishes are the other one we want to do here. Okay, and then I'll do grow up tomatoes. This is going to take forever to water every day. Okay. Continues to produce, and then I want the trellis one over somewhere else because it gets to be a pain. Yeah, it's sort of like you build different habits. And like once you start to build those associations in your brain, you're like, oh, maybe I'll just I'll do some art today instead. Okay. Go for some quality there. I may actually hold on. Can I craft fertilizer? There's totally a way to craft it, right? Oh, it's just sap. I might have that lying around. Oh, dang, is that coming out that soon? Oh, man. I'm so behind on games. It'll be fun, but it's definitely, like, it's so far down the I need to, like, work on it now list. I'm gonna have to, like, start a game catalog. Let's see. But yeah, I can't wait to see it. Even if I can't play the games, I'm looking forward to all the memes and the stories and everything. It's so fun. It's fun to just hear people talking about the games they enjoy. Or maybe I just grew up on Let's Plays and that's ruined me. But you know, one way or the other. Is there a point to fertilize? I don't think there is because the hops is mainly for like fermenting. Oh, we already did that one. Okay, I'm gonna go buy 20 more fertilizer. Oh, hey! Well, thank you for the invite. I'd have to pick it up and figure everything out. If nothing else, I'll try to stop by on the stream. Unfortunately, the reason I don't usually stream on Thursdays is I've got like a standing doctor's appointment. But if it wraps up early enough, I'll definitely drop by. I definitely want to catch that. Give me your fertilizer. Where is it? It's so expensive. I don't want to buy 20 of these. I'm going to go cut down trees instead of doing that. That's a bad use of money. Hey, person. I should talk to person. Abigail. Yeah, I'm with her. Summer is not my season either. Not muggy here. It's just stinking fire. Oh, no. No worries. You're not pressuring me into it. It's like, oh no, I'm being peer pressured into watching Twitch streams. No, it'd be fun. It'll be a nice break after everything too. Thursdays are like sleepy days. Okay, I don't want to cut down these trees. But I've got the foresty farm, so we can go kind of nuts on the tree chopping. We just wander a little ways over, and then also don't forget to water our plants, because we desperately need to do that. Oh, that's where that one is. Cool. I think I'm probably going to want to start clearing this area out soon-ish, so I'm going to go ahead and start working on these trees. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely possible to be peer pressured in watching a Twitch stream, but that's not what's happening. That'd just be fun to watch. I just have to figure out how to get myself to stop playing Elden Ring, and then eventually I'll actually play other games again. I'm way too hooked on that game. Like Dark Souls 3 I finished and I was like, I am never going to want to play this again. Elden Ring, I'm like, hey. Oh, yeah, that'll keep you busy. But hey, birthday brunch will be fun too. My family, like, we always have just, our birthdays have the worst timing on things. And so we always just called it birthday season. It's like, yeah, it's close enough to the right day, you know. Plus or minus a couple weeks. We're in the season. Always made things fun because no one would get bummed out when like inevitably like one birthday landed on top of like a holiday or on some other thing or like a school exam and you're just like, we'll celebrate tomorrow. Oh crud, it's late. I need to water the plants. Oh, I'm so bad with these watering cans. Leveled up watering can. I'm amazingly bad at using it. Okay. But yeah, have fun at the brunch. That should be fun. And Call of Cthulhu to boot. That's one that I haven't played. I've heard good things, but I've also heard it's definitely one of those like you have to go in anticipating your character will meet a bad end at some point because that's just kind of how Lovecraft works. But I don't know, it depends a lot on the game master, I suppose. What? Oh, jeepers. All right, let's see. Oh, nice. Oh, right. Watering also requires energy, don't it? Where was that random food thingamadoohickey that I found? I shoved it in a box, and we're going to use it to farm. Shoved it in the other box. Perfect. Forgot how quick time goes in this game. I've been playing Sunhaven a lot, and like the time on it's a little different. Oh yeah, your DM's too kind. I'm kind of that way as a DM too. There's definitely times when the party probably should have gotten themselves killed. And I'm like, well, but that said, most of our player deaths are inflicted by other players, which I'm glad that the group is the kind where they can laugh about that. Because yeah, as the DM, I don't have to do a whole lot in order to get the players to like fight each other. In fact, I go to more work to make them not do that. I could have set this up in a much more optimized way. 14, 11. We'll make it. We'll make it. Okay. And let's craft some more fertilizer. We can get 10 at least. Only now that I'm remembering, is fertilizer the one that makes it grow fast or good? Quality. Excellent. That's what I want, not speed grow. Oh, that is kind. Oh, Strahd's a fun one. I'm doing a one shot right now where people are bringing in characters from different campaigns because it's like a multi-dimension thing, and one of them's got their background in Strahd too. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's see how the weather is. Sneaking a toad into a bag. That's a good use of a nat 20. A nat 20 to get an extra good hit. A nat 20 to do some hijinks. Always worth it. Dagnabbit, sunny days. Not a bad day for mining, but I think we need to kick off the farm first. Okay. Wait, can I? Nah, worth a shot. Would have been cool. I had a friend, like, who always rolled really well. Like, not like cheaty-wise, like they were just using the bot in our Discord, and the bot just loved them. And they did eventually lose their, I don't know, that's definitely not a curse, their blessing, I guess. The bot turned on them. There was a while where they could get 20s for all sorts of nonsense. Oh, that'll be fun. That's the kind of pickpocketing I can get behind. As opposed to the party rogue robbing me for the 7th time. Rogues have been pretty chill too, actually. It's always fascinating to me how many different ways there are that people play D&D, and I mean that's the whole point of it. It's like the most flexible, not D&D inherently, but like tabletop RPGs are just the most flexible system out there. But it's still really funny how everyone comes in with almost unrelated like goals and play styles sometimes. Your changeling's roguelike. Does that mean that they have to start from scratch every time they die? No, but that's fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting you don't have any rogues, but I mean they're not like an essential. Like I know there's like the generic party composition where you've got like warrior and paladin and rogue and sorcerer or wizard and different things, but like it's so much more fun when you get variety, and you can still have roguish characters like that. Oh yeah, thieves' tools, always handy. There's worms. I must attain the worms. Worms. That's a rock. Now that doesn't exactly rock, does it? But don't. I ought to get a soundboard and just have the like terrible rim shot for bad puns. I'm always down for a bad pun. Let's see. Doing a bit of scavenging today. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What was my most recent like actual D&D character that I played? Oh, hey, y'all got quite the party going. That'll be a fun bunch. And the sort that can, actually survive a fight. I ended up the first party I was in, I was a wizard, and then we had a fighter and a rogue. Just, sort of we were all new to the game. But the rogue wanted to be an entirely a ranged build. Like, they thought the bow was their main weapon, and so they never used the daggers for anything except throwing. Which ended up making them a really entertaining character to work with. And like none of us knew any better either. That was just we were like, oh, rogue, that's an archer, right? It was a blast. Oh, good, you got one of the paladins that's always going to make the party bigger. You always got to have the group of NPCs that the party ends up like hanging out with and enjoying and like getting along with. And if that means adopting a bunch of kids and starting a giant family, then so be it. Okay, let's see. Mushroom. Oh. Let's see. That's not a bad idea. Maybe don't drag them into the like boss dungeons. It's like, yes. Follow along, children. We're going on an adventure. It's just stinking spike traps. That would not be good. Let's see. I can throw the jelly in there in the meantime. Hold on. There we go. I figured there'd be a lot of existing ones in there. There's the fish chest. And I think the coal will probably go in here at least. Yeah. Mushroom for now. Oops. I'm trying desperately to get like the quality fertilizer on all of my crops before they get too far down the road. Must be added before planting. Okay, yep. Well, I'm glad we got as many as we did yesterday. Almost all of them. Okay. So with that sorted out, and with basically no energy to spare, Yeah, I can imagine a child gnome would be one to wreak a little bit of havoc every once in a while. But yeah, no, you need someone to kick off the adventure. If you're all straight-laced paladins, they're never actually going to, like, leave town and do anything. I believe that. As is in character for a paladin. And look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm frequently, like, I don't know, I can be the chaos character, but I'm often also the, like, the very straight-laced one, too. Oh, no Linus. More worms. Man, it's just been a great day for worms. Not a great day for worm drops, though. Hey, Linus. Poor dude. No, gift. Gold quality thing. Just for you. But yeah, no, party dynamics are always fun. And as long as your party, like, can still get along, then it's fun. As soon as like conflict starts spilling out of character and into people being mad, then it stops being a good game. But like, you can have as much chaos as you want so long as it's like in the world. Let's poke our head in here while the sitar goes just a little crazy. See what we're up against. Okay, fishing. Yeah. Yep. I worry that like I took some of those quizzes of like what character class would you be, and I got stinking lawful neutral, and I was just like, oh no. I would be the worst party member. I'd like to think that's probably evolved a little bit over time, but that would be tough to work with in an actual campaign. I mean, unless you play it, creatively. Like, you could have lawful neutral just be that they're... Yeah, you can sway a bit, and you can be, like, stubborn about really nonsensical things, and so you can still be a chaos character for silly stuff. Lawful good makes it difficult, yes. I mean, on the flip side, you can interpret it as lawful good would still be willing to, like, try to change the laws for the better, whereas lawful neutral is just like, the law is what it is. So, like, it all, like, all of them, depending on how you play it, there's ways to make it work. But yeah. Yeah, no, I had one campaign where I was just a courier who my only mission, regardless of everything else, was to just get a letter delivered, and I was unbelievably lost. And this, like, ultimately that mission ended up being something that I needed to, like, lay off of a little bit so that the story could actually, like, progress and I wouldn't just, like, try to leave the group. So I had to, like, shift the character a little bit and have them get used to doing things with other people. Oh, we just need the melon. Well, we'll have lots of quality crops this year. That'll be fine. Summer crops, we need this whole bunch of them, so. Coolio. I've got too little energy for the mine. I'm trying to think of what would be a useful way to spend the day. Fishing requires energy too, but sometimes it provides the food. Oh, a quest. 30 copper ores. No, because the loophole is that you have to actually harvest them after getting this. You can't just give them from a chest. Nah. Yeah, character development. Character development that just so happens to also help the campaign, like, work better. I'm down for that. I've been a DM long enough that I do not want to be the one who's, like, ruining the party dynamic. I'm not going to do that to people. I know that pain. No more gummies. Hey, Jazz. And what's Penny up to? Tutoring day. Cool. Let's see. Seashell. Free thing. Yes. Oh, there's actually people out here right now. I did not know there were people out here on this time of day at this day. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what they're up against. It is, even in the game. What are you up to? Hello and goodbye. Are you piloting an RC boat or something? Or like a quadcopter? What's that? I don't know what that control panel is. Or maybe she's... Oh, she's writing. That makes more sense. Yeah, that's probably smart. Don't disrespect the ocean. It'll bite you. Got a real Leroy Jenkins on your hand. Those are fun, though. Like, I love all the planning, but sometimes when someone just storms in and gets the action started, it gets the day actually going. Whoa. Oh, crud. I'm so rusty on Stardew fishing. This one's really fighting. I knew you'd do this. I knew you would do this to me. I'm sure these things have semi-predictable patterns, too. I'm glad there's not a timer on it. All that for a tuna? Yeah, no, that the sort that are willing to go in guns blazing and die are also usually willing to go in guns blazing and kill the players, too. Like, yeah, but not always, but definitely different. Everyone has different comfort levels with player death, and it seems to show for some reason. I'll be honest, as a DM, I try not to TPK the players, but I do want to still give them a challenge. I don't want it to just be a freebie, and that's the line that's always kind of hard to find. Like, I don't want. You're not guaranteed to live either. Of course, I also studied medieval history in college, so like I throw way too much random historical junk into my campaigns now. Yeah. Oh, I'm not catching this fish at all. That thing was moving so fast, there was no shot. Yeah, it is interesting to see, like when you have to work your way from the ground up. Not like some of the isekai anime where it's just like you have all the powers right out the gate. It's like no, the ones where the other isekai where you have to actually like build up from the beginning. They're interesting. And that's kind of the challenge of real life a lot of the time too, though. Like obviously not everyone starts at zero, but a lot of the times you sort of set out and you're like, okay, we don't have any foundation, we're just going for it. That's how streaming has felt, honestly. Like, because my goal hasn't necessarily been to like, my goal is first and foremost getting better at the art. Like the streaming is technically a secondary thing. Um, but it is interesting starting from just like absolutely nothing and trying to, other than like a few friends who are always fun to see, but definitely aren't audience. They're friends. Worms. And then you build, and then you realize that you can connect with other people, and the audience and friends don't have to be entirely separate. And like that's fun. Yeah, like everyone starts from the beginning, and you figure out the balance and get the hang of it. Well, I am super low on energy. Oh, that's not good. Let's see. Yep, we all start somewhere. I'm sure my first streams would feel horrible if I went back and watched them now. And unfortunately I can because I was stubbornly diligent about making sure that I like posted the VODs for everything. So one of these days we'll have to go back and rewatch some of those early ones. But it's worth it to see how much stuff's changed. Because you do get better, and all that stuff's so incremental that you don't even notice getting better sometimes. Oh, what was that? Genuinely, what was that? Earthquake. What does that mean? Okay. Nice. Oh, I should post some speed paints. I've got some recorded. I could totally like do that. Ah, yes, the mayor. Making interesting life choices. Ah. Man, speed paints are always so fascinating to watch, but then I realized that I never actually like learned all that much from them because you're like, and yeah, you see the process, but it's so fast, it like kind of skews your perception of like how it works. At least for me, I would watch this and be like, oh wow, they're like, I'm sure that slowed down. This is only like 2 hours, and it's like, no, it's 15. Like, cool your jets, mate. But they're still fun to see, and it's a fun way to see people's art style. Okay. I forgot to check the luck today. I think that's probably the last of the water. Hey, no, that worked out. Oh, right, we still need to do these lower ones. Okay, I'll refill. Oh, yeah, there were some great artists back in those days, too. I mean, there still are, obviously, but... But, like, yeah. No, I'm trying to remember. Back when I was in school, the thing that was still super popular was, like, My Little Pony. So that's what everyone was drawing and doing. And, like... just like, oh man, that feels like so long ago. I don't think I ever saw their art. There's always more artists to discover and more fun things to see. And it's like I'll have to look them up. I'm curious what their drawings were like. I can probably just chuck this in the harvest bin while I'm here. I think that's this one. Yes. Ba-doom. Aleatori. Aleatori. Oh man, I'll figure out how to pronounce it. Oh, well, would you look at that? On our way, well on our way to the foraging bundle already. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's the other challenge is people rebrand. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I used to watch, I mean, like I watched Captain Sparkles back in the day, was the Minecraft YouTuber I watched the most. There was also Caliform for a while, and like Paul Suarez Jr., who I think is, he and Captain Sparkles are both still doing it. Like over a decade now. Like well over a decade now. Oh, I'm always so sad when artists like it's their right to remove it if they don't like it. But like it's always so sad when their art goes, because even if they don't like it anymore, like people definitely still appreciate it. Like that's why I'm trying. Like even if I reach a point where I'm like, oh, my old art looks garbage, I'm not gonna get rid of it. At least I'm gonna try not to. Why am I going this route? I'm taking the shortcut. Hello, cat. Okay, cat. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite like musicians from the Undertale era like went and removed almost all of their music off of YouTube and Bandcamp and everything. They gave people a heads up, thankfully, but I was still just like, oh, no. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to give that to him, but I'm happy to. He's welcome to it, I guess. I needed those for mining, though. Yeah. I don't think that would come in handy here. Well, let's stick with these for now. Oh, I'm so under-equipped for the mines. Oh, crud, and it's the ice mines, too. We'll see how far we get. And I forgot to check the luck. At least iron's on the menu. I'm so bad at Stardew combat. Oh, and there's a bat. Good. Oh, hey, winter root. That'll be handy, probably, maybe. Okay, I'm hoping for a... Oh, uh-oh. I usually weirdly root for bad luck days in the mine, because for whatever reason the good luck days seem to give me the monster-filled levels, and I don't like those. But it also means that ladder searching takes forever on bad luck days, so we'll see. The larva... Oh, yeah, the stinking larvae are the worst. They're such a pain to deal with. Okay, give me the iron before you aggro, please. Thank heaven swinging the sword doesn't require energy. I actually like these dust mite ones a lot. Because they can eventually break the rocks, and so if there's an ore that you can't mine yet, if you position yourself just right with the dust mites, they'll break it for you and you can get it. Oh, slime is angry now. I don't know what that means, but it's probably bad. Also, they drop coal, which I'm, like, always out of. Okay. Man, there's still a lot of enemies on this level, though. Oh, no. Speaking of a lot of enemies, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Get me the heck out of Dodge! Okay, here we go. Going back to a wall, hope for the best. Nope, that one's gonna come up behind me. They would have been nice to have the cookies about now. Oh, and the slime's aggroed now. Why is that slime hearting? Are they running around? Whoa. I didn't know the slimes could do that. I have no idea what I just witnessed. Yeah, they look just like the soot sprites, which are also just adorable. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, hold on. Stop, you bat. Okay, and then I think I'd already been fighting this one a bit earlier, so hopefully it won't be so bad. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. The situation is dire. I don't think we're making it to 45. We're like so low on energy too. Okay. Unless I get... Oh, there's a ladder over there. Okay, we can unlock the next stage. I'll get greedy and I'll grab one iron, and then we're just going. We've got to get the heck out of Dodge. Wow, this was actually an extremely generous floor. Thank you. Okay, good. We've unlocked a checkpoint, basically. Because I don't trust my odds of not getting murdered by soot sprites at this point. Did they just unlock a ladder for me? Okay, I'll poke my head down one. Oh, we got nice music on this floor. Okay, no, hold on. I can't deal with slime right now. I'm out. That was actually a good mining expedition, despite nearly dying a bunch. I totally didn't see the slime. I thought it was a rock. Oh, I never check with the Adventurers Guild guys. What are they up to these days? May as well scavenge a bit while we're here. Yes, a very bouncy rock. I feel like the stuff I find in the mine is always better than what you can buy here. I guess buying it lets you get it earlier if you like build up enough money to like go for it, but it doesn't usually seem worth it. Oh, okay, fine. These numbers are so over the top. Although I guess I've killed a bunch of cave insects, but like 1,000 slimes? That's sprites. Yeah, they borderline are soot sprites, aren't they? I just poke my bed here. Oh, poke my head back here. Check out the books. Ah, well. Well, now that I've had a near-death experience, why don't we go back to the house, maybe? Or figure out what the earthquake did. May have to Google that one. Oh, hey, Sebastian. Good for you, Seb. Hey, Leah. Or Robin. Oops. I'm still not actually that great at knowing the NPCs in this game. I know some people just absolutely live for the NPCs, and they're a lot of fun, but like... Alright, yes, that. But I just, like, they're fun. I enjoy them. But it's not like my main objective in the game. You could say that. Yeah, feel free to drop by. Okay, I think... Hold on, while we're here, I think Winter Root is actually something I need. Sorry for scaring y'all off. No. Oh no. Yeah, Sebastian's fun. Penny's really nice. There's Abigail. I'm blanking on the name of my actual favorite one, which is killing me because we literally just talked to him like twice. He's the one who lives in the tent. I think he's fun. There we go. Starts with an L. What is his name? Linus! Yes, thank you. Cheapers, brain, work with me here. Okay, we can move on from those. Yeah, I like Linus. He's not like a romanceable character with a full plot line or anything like that, but you can be nice to him. You know. Also, if it isn't obvious, I actually also scavenge the trash in this game constantly. So, like, yeah. Slight affinity there. Okay, let's see. We made a little progress in the mines, just bit by bit. Remember the first time I played this, like, I thought that, like, progressing in the mines was an essential thing that I had to rush for some reason. And so, like, I spent most of my days in the mines, and I spent most of my nights waking up having died in the mines. Did I soft lock myself? I can't walk. Oh, no, I just disconnected my keyboard. That would do it. There we go. That's not the most helpful thing to do. Come on, Sif. Out of curiosity, what was the fortune today? Ah, no wonder there were so many enemies. Good luck seems to get more enemies, which for me is bad luck. I try to go mining on the worst luck possible days. We updated our combat, though, by hiding in a corner from a bunch of bats. Okay, new recipe. Oh, no, run down a fish in the summer. Forest rivers in the day. Rainbow trout forest rivers in the day. Pufferfish ocean early afternoon. That's such a tiny window. During the morning. Oh my word. The time blocking on the fishing is so difficult. Sunny day. Meh. Fortune teller. Little extra luck. Okay, not a mining day. Okay, let's see. I missed one. Dagnabbit. Let's see. This is not the most optimized layout for farm. Well, especially not when I do that. But it's fun. It's not like too time consuming. The last like playthrough I did, I say playthrough, I've never finished this game. But the last time I was doing it, I think my summer farm was using like 3/4 of my energy bar every morning, so I kind of shut down my ability to do anything else for a whole season. It's not my best moment. Oh hey Jack, how are you doing? We're taking a little bit of a chill day after all the excitement of Art Fight and getting 2 attacks done yesterday. So we're doing some Stardew Valley. Mix it up a bit, you know? Let's see. I don't know. Right now I'm in like the early season cycle where it's just well, it's basically just a lot of farming. We're gonna go do some other things. I think we've got time to do some foraging today. We got decent luck. It's a good day for that. Maybe grab the fishing rod for it too. Who knows? Really need to get a silo built, so I need to store up some wood anyway for that. But how are you doing, Jack? How have you been? Speaking of silos. Aha! The final scavenge for that bundle. That'll be good. We can get that one knocked out. Yeah, no, it was a sprint to the finish, that's for sure. But that's good. Always nice to be able to go all in on it. Let's see. Need to give the museum dude a bunch of stuff so I can unlock that path. Fine then. Guess I can't get rid of that stump. Oh well. Oh hey, nice! Yeah, Subway's always good. Although it's definitely one of those restaurants where it's funny because there's so many of them that like every Subway feels a little different, even though they're like definitely a chain and they're definitely all supposed to feel the same. But like some of them are so out there compared to the others. Never a bad thing. Just totally different personalities. Aren't there actually like more Subways than McDonald's at this point? Like they've been going crazy with those. I need to get this axe upgraded. Maybe it's a good day to smelt some copper too. Let's see. Oh, I did catch one other stream recently. I don't know if y'all are Undertale fans, but apparently there's a co-op mod for it now, which works with exactly as much chaos as you would expect. And watching them do a certain infamous skeleton fight was an adventure. I think that was like Jaden Animations and Alpharad and that whole crew. They're an interesting bunch. But it was definitely like watching people like struggle on that boss like once again. Oh right, we've got the hat mouse or the hat cat. I'm unsure. It's cute though. But watching people like really like getting excited about that fight again was fun. It really brought me back to like the fact that that game came out like 7 or 8 years ago now. Oh right, energy's a thing. 4, 3, 1. I shouldn't risk that. Oh, cool. +0 energy. Awesome. And I need the spice fruit. Uh-huh. Okay, we're going to have to go figure some stuff out for that. Yeah, real helpful to eat that flower. The lovely fragrant flower. Oh, here's another one. Good. We'll have plenty of no energy to go. But, yeah, I know I've got berries packed, stored in a... Testing 1 2 1 2. Sorry about that. I genuinely have no idea what happened there. Well then, that's I'm glad that didn't happen yesterday during all the art fight stuff. That would have been really bad. Whew. But we are back. Howdy once again. Jeepers. Okay, I am going to have to check what caused that later. Because I do not want to be messing around. Whoops. Okay, come on. Stardew? Stardew, was this your doing? Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're good. It was just loading, I think. Did I just pick up my fireplace? Okay. Unfortunately, Stardew doesn't save midday. So, okay, it's the fish tip again. Luck will be the same. I guess the start of the day is the same. Cool, well, at least we saved our mine day. Honestly, if that was gonna crash, that wasn't a bad time for it. We can go grab a few of these salmon berries. Whoops. Give us something to snack on while we go foraging. And, oh, right, we gotta water all the plants again. Whoops. Huh. Man, Stardew streams always have the weirdest problems. I don't know what is up with this. Maybe the game's cursed, who knows. Anyway, looks like I'll be getting to discover how to use a video editor to splice videos together. That'll be fun. Add a new to-do to the evening. Or perhaps to tomorrow at that rate. We'll see. But yeah, thank y'all for waiting. Sorry about that. Honest to goodness, no idea what caused that. Oops, there we go. Okay. Get back to water in. Gotta do this again real quick. Stardew is one of those games that gives you chores. Like, it's not as bad as Animal Crossing about doing it, but it definitely still gives you chores, which is, I mean, it's farm maintenance, of course it does. That's the whole point of the game. But it does mean when you have to redo them, it actually feels like lost time, and you're like, oh, no. I'm not actually certain we remembered to water the lower ones last time, so this may have been worked out well. Stardew may give chores, but Animal Crossing, like, that game is adorable, and I've still got a soft spot for it in my heart, but it is the most frustrating game I've ever played. Okay, second most frustrating. Celeste is the most frustrating, but that's just because I'm not very good at platformers. That's nothing wrong with Celeste. Animal Crossing, it's like the menus and controls are so wonky that, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if anyone else feels that way about it. It's obviously a very charming game, but everything feels like it's designed to be as aggravating as possible in the path of charm. Like, the tools break so often that it wouldn't be worth making them, except that you need them to do certain things. You have to, like, the grid that everything lives on is so janky when you're moving around and trying to place furniture. It's just really, like, for a fun, charming game that was really relaxing, it was also really not relaxing. I still liked my villagers, though. It didn't change the game. Didn't change the fact that the game was fun. I just eventually didn't have the patience for it. Especially once the stock market got involved and there was a turnip economy, and I was just like, oh no. I can't keep up with this. Okay, good. We can replant. Always got to replant. Oh, yep, there's the stream elements update. Because we started stream again. Whoops. Okay, good. This will replenish our sap supply too, since we spent it all on fertilizer. Okay. There we go, getting a few more of those going. And let's hope that we don't repeat whatever happened last time, because I genuinely worried about that, because that wasn't like the game crashed or the stream crashed. Like, my computer just, like, shut down. And it's never done that before. I wonder if it's mad that I'm not upgrading to use OneDrive, and I'm still on the free version. I know I've almost maxed out the space on it, but, like, I've got other ways to back up my stuff. I don't know, probably not. I'm sure it doesn't actually care. Ooh, pardon. Yeah, I mean, it's technically, like, I like having a remote backup of stuff. That is, whoa, that's nice, but it's got some problems, and the way they've implemented it is, like, the most obnoxious way possible. Like, I don't know why they've chosen to be so aggressive about it. I know! It's like, leave me alone, I'm on my own computer. Like, it got mad at me too, because like I've reached my my online backup file limit during Art Fight because I was making so many new art pieces, and like, yeesh, it won't stop telling me. I don't think there's a way to uninstall it without like having to. Well, there's like a whole mess of stuff you have to do, but you can. Oh, rats! I didn't want to eat that. That's minus energy. Ugh. I think there are ways to set it so that it's not backing anything up, and so then it won't be paying attention to the sections to get mad about the files. You have to mess around with like the online storage settings and really dig into it though, so it's kind of a pain. It's probably worth it though. Oh, really? Jeepers. As with everything Microsoft, I am sure there is some setting. It's very customizable. It just, like, it has to be because the default settings are bad. They make interesting choices with that operating system. I'm not saying it's a bad one. Like, it's perfectly functional and a massive number of computers run on it. But, like, they make some weird choices sometimes. I did figure out, and this has been something that I've been very happy to do, and I don't remember how to do it again, because it's not just in the settings, but you actually have to go and, like, update the deeper settings, and, like, it's not writing code, but you have to actually get a text editor out. Oh, yeah, it does get rid of everything on the OneDrive. Yeah, if you do that. It's basically just saying that you don't want to touch OneDrive anymore if you do that, for better or for worse. But like, oh, what was it? Oh right, we're almost out of energy. I should. Oh, that was real close. Okay, I should be careful. But yeah, there's definitely, like, I was able to turn off the like little banners with like their news of the day by the search thing. And I was able to get the settings to where it'll, like when I'm using the search, it doesn't search the web, it actually just searches my computer, and those have both been really nice, and I'm quite happy that I did those. But it required, like, having to go online and find guides in order to, like, open the text editor and edit settings files manually, so it was a little bit of a pain, to say the least. Yeah, unfortunately, I think as long as you're backing up files to it, it'll get mad at you about file size. I don't think there's much that can be done about that. Still, I mean, and it's got like so little free storage too compared to other services. Like the Google one offers more. I think the Apple one does too. So like, there's definitely options out there if you want to back stuff up. It's just because, I mean, this is kind of how Microsoft does it. Is they know that everyone uses the operating system, so they just bundle their other stuff into it by default. And people use it because it's there, even if it's like not the best option, because it is free and it works okay. Also that, yeah, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, the OneDrive pricing, that's definitely the case. But like Microsoft's got this strategy where they'll just dump like very, very like mid software just to have something in the market, because they can then make it default on their computers and immediately become a major player. And then they can, update and actually make it work better later if they want. At least that's my guess. Like, I don't work at Microsoft, and credit where it's due, a lot of their stuff does work just fine. But like, a lot of their stuff also is just kind of obnoxious and user unfriendly. Where the heck are the mayor's shorts? Were they somewhere over here? I think they're somewhere in these fields. I never remember. They're way deep in here like the axe was. Not sure. But yeah, no, I getcha. Still, I'm going to figure out something for an online backup. Especially if my computer just blue screened, I don't really want to be keeping all of my files only on it without backups. That's not a good idea. So, I'll figure something out. But like, I have to work with OneDrive and all of that stuff at work all day. I don't want to do that in my free time right now. It's a Tuesday. There's too much of the work week ahead for me to be doing work in the evenings too. Ah, well. Nothing wrong with it. We'll tackle that when we got a little more energy. Alright, the wizard tower's out here. I'm pretty sure I've talked to him and done his cutscene already, maybe. Yeah, I bet it does. Man, the only Sims I've played is like all of the My Sims series, which may or may not count. Cool. Thanks, dude. Fair enough. Yeah, I really enjoyed those. The little My Sims ones were always like some of my favorite games growing up. I say growing up. I got them on PC too. I originally had them on Wii. I absolutely still go back to them every couple of years and play it. At least the original My Sims. I don't think the other ones got ported. I'd love to play My Sims Kingdom again. I need to go do that. I got a oh, what's it called? I actually got not a video card. A capture card, so I can actually capture stuff from consoles now and actually stream it. Maybe that's something I could do. We could do a My Sims Kingdom stream. Oh yeah, I'm sure. That's definitely also a thing. Okay, I got plenty of wood now. We can put back the 2 salmon berries. And I actually feel like I'm going to... Let's do it. Mad dash. Very risky mad dash. Oh, nice! Man, I've heard... You know what I'd really love to go back and play as well is also the stinking Sim City. I've never even seen Sims 2. I'd love to see what that one looks like sometime. But, like... Man. So many fun games. And then there's SimCity, the new one, which that maybe killed the series. Oops. Wait, what bridge does this fix? Oh! Oh, that's actually quite handy. Ah, and then the money unlocks. Where you can just spend money. Okay. I'll let him do his little thing, but I gotta run, because we don't have much time left. Gotta get this going. Let's see. Wait too late, I won't start the next day with full energy, unless I leveled up my foraging, which I probably did from all that tree chopping. And then I guess I probably ought to say, I know it's a little early, but especially with the tech issue, I'm going to have to go look into that a little bit. So this will probably be our last night in Stardew for today. We'll just have to wrap it up at this one. It's been an absolute blast chatting with y'all, though. It's been a lot of fun. Okay. Let's go to sleep for the night. Progress has been saved. Really, I didn't level up foraging. That's interesting. Could have sworn I woulda. Huh. Well, I think that's going to be it for Stardew. I can jump to the chatting stream for a second while I figure out who to raid, and we can actually take a look. I doubt it's anything crazy. Like, I'm sure it's something that I can figure out. If Stardew may have had a hiccup, who knows. But yeah, y'all have a good night. Whoops, that's not at all the right place. Let me see. I can find someone to raid unless y'all are ready to just head out for the night. That's perfectly okay, too. Oh yeah, we could raid Muffant. We did an attack on Muffant for this art fight, so that might be fun. Spend a little time over there and then get the tech issues sorted. So yeah, for everyone on YouTube, we'll wrap this up here. Sorry if you get a very weirdly edited video. And then yeah, we'll send a good old howdies and salutations. Assuming that I can type. Put that in chat real quick. And then yeah, I'll wrap it up here for YouTube. Y'all have a good afternoon, morning, evening, night, so on and so forth, and then we'll get that raid going.